Welcome again to my video channel My-mindguide.com. My name is Kurt Gassner and I'm author of self-help and self-empowerment books. I wrote, I think, 24 self-help and self-empowerment books. Also, I wrote some very important business books about mindful business and one children book. Yes, today I have, I think, a very essential book to present, and it's very actual indeed. If you think about today's world, I think we can describe our situation now with one word: chaos. Chaos. Everything falls apart, many people say. So chaos is the word of our times. And so my book, I think, is very, very actual. It's called Embrace the Chaos. Be the master of chaos. Yeah, perhaps you will ask, embrace? No, I hate chaos. But that's the wrong attitude to look at the situation. You have to accept, to embrace, to be part of the chaos, to master it. If you think, oh, how to avoid chaos, how I can stay by side, chaos will get you. So perhaps I read, to have a deeper insight in this book, I read from the back cover. Are you having a tough time dealing with some change happening in your life? Do you know you can navigate through any chaotic change? Let's think about the COVID situation. Let's now think of the war situation. Let's think about the political situation all over the world. Do you know there's a key to unlocking the door of inner peace and bliss that would be your guide through whatever chaos or change? Yes, and only with it can you be the master of chaos and change. So do you want to find this key? If yes, then this book is exactly what you need. Chaos and change, no matter how much we try, are inevitable. Whether we like it or not, chaos will rise up and change will happen. Our approval is never needed. And acceptance of this reality is paramount to personal development and growth. Adapting to change and dealing with chaos in our lives can seem impossible sometimes, like we'll never be able to get through or over the effect and transformation caused by unforeseen and abrupt events that happen sometimes in our lives. Drawing from many years of experiences, different trials and tribulations, I am telling that impossible is just another impossible. Yes, that's very true. And just as I have, you can always make a comeback after any setback. That might not be able to control what happens to your or always have everything in order, but if you want the knowledge of how to remain on top of situations, then you want to read this book. Embrace the chaos, be master of chaos. I think it is a very inspirational book that wields the key to getting through chaotic times. Born out of many years of struggle, paving a way to the top, this book contains the knowledge gathered from personal experiences and along my journey of becoming a veteran entrepreneur to a licensed hypnotherapist and a meditation, yoga teacher, and author. After reading this book, you would have extensively learned the concept of change and chaos, the categories of humans based on planning and views on chaos and change in life, types and effects of chaos and change, how to effectively prepare for the future and embrace chaos and change, how to deal with chaos and change, and finding inner peace in trying times. My own, and I share it very open, my own personal story from inception to present, and so much more. With this intent to communicate and reach out to millions of people in all corners of the world, whilst waving in my story, this book has been written in a motivational and reader-friendly language, such that everyone, without the matter of age group or race, can comprehend and easily relate to all that is contained in it. That was my aim I'm looking for, and it's a very essential book. It's not a big book, it's not a fat book, it's a very easy to read book, and it has round about 110 pages or so. So it's easy to read in a couple of hours, but it's also a workbook, I think, and you should read it carefully, chapter by chapter, read it over, think it over, and take out your own conclusions. I will to give you an insight, a more clear insight. I divided the books in 3 parts. Part 1, I want to have a little intro to change, as I explain good and positive change, bad, negative change. Then I characterize the 3 types of human who deal with situations. 1, the idealist, the realist, and the middleman. And you can also test who you are. Then the part 2, chaos and change, chaotic change. Chaos within, the inner chaos, very important to master the inner chaos. Chaos without, outer chaos. Embracing chaos and change, how to deal with them. Practical advice step by step, and then practices to help deal with chaos and change. And then I share very open-minded, I never did this before, my own story, the genesis, the missing arm concept, and then prepare yourself to overturn the seas, and one insight, one moment can change it all. I finish with a conclusion and a note from the author. Thank you very much for listening to this video, and I hope you take the most out of this very, very essential book. It's the essence. Thank you very much.
Are you having a tough time dealing with some change happening in your life? You might not be able to control what happens to you or always have everything in order, but if you want the knowledge of how to remain on top of situations, then you want to read this book, Embrace the Chaos, Be Master of Chaos, an inspirational book that wields the key to getting through chaotic times. Introducing Embrace the Chaos by Kurt Gassner. After reading this book, you will have extensively learnt the concepts of change and chaos, how to effectively prepare for the future and embrace chaos and change, how to deal with chaos and change and find inner peace in trying times. With the intent to communicate and reach out to millions of people in all corners of the world whilst waving in my story, this book has been written in a motivational and reader-friendly language, such that everyone, without the matter of age, group or race, can comprehend and easily relate to all that is contained in it. I have strong hopes that this book would change your life for good. Don't hesitate. Click on Amazon, and for the first 100 readers, there is a Kindle ebook for only 99 cents, also available as paperback and hardcover in the Amazon store.